You've all been asking me about the Beyond 2 Ultra Whitening Accelerator. So it's the latest innovation in teeth whitening technology with the ultrasonic feature of it and the room ionizer, which is another feature. It's something completely different. So typically we've had these lamps on wheels with necks on them that you kind of got to maneuver over to the client's mouth and line it up and jiggle it into place. They're quite heavy and cumbersome and take up a lot of space. So the Beyond unit is a much smaller footprint. It weighs a lot less and it's super flexible because of the way the LED mouthpiece sits around the client's face. So let's just go through the mouthpiece first. So it's a little mouthpiece like this. The wire actually clips into the Beyond unit, which in itself only weighs about, I think it's 6 kilos from memory. And it's super convenient because your clients can sit up a little bit, they can move around a little bit if they want to, and they haven't got this big, massive, cumbersome thing happening over their head, which sometimes can make them feel a little bit claustrophobic. So that's the first thing, the little perfect little LED mouthpiece. The other benefit of this is there's two. Well, you can buy a second one, plug it in at the same time, and if you're out and about providing mobile whitening services, or you work out of a salon environment, or you take your gear to the local gym and you set up on a Friday night to see, 4 or 5 or 6 customers, you can see 2 people at a time. So the idea is that you set yourself up, or you set the chairs up, the portable chairs, and then you set up your first customer and get them started, place the light on, activate it, and then you set up the second customer, place the light on, activate it. By the time you've done the second person, the first person's generally ready. So you can go back in, remove the gel and replace it and pop the light on again. So you can kind of work really a nice rhythm between the 2 customers. So from a financial perspective, it does make it a lot better because if you're going to go out and about, if you can see more people, it's always going to be better and more convenient, make more money and profit for you in your business. So the Ultra Accelerator uses these types of retractors. So there's an original Beyond version, which comes in a medium and a large. Most of you prefer the medium, but there is a large version as well. There's a copy version, which comes also in a medium and a large. Now, for people who have access to an autoclave, the Beyond version is autoclavable. I'm hearing that people are finding that when they autoclave the copy versions, the little plastic clips, because they're a firm plastic, this is like a silicone, the little plastic clips can sometimes deteriorate. So I'm actually going to run a test in my autoclave today, so I'll let you know later how that goes and what the results are of my little experiment. Alternatively, there's this type of retractor, which also has the little clips on it for you to clip on the mouthpiece. Now, the thing is, sometimes, depending on the client's mouth size and, the stretch that you have to kind of do to get the retractor in, sometimes I only hook my light onto the one side because when they're lying back, it sits there quite comfortably anyway. So you don't have to freak out if it doesn't actually hook onto both sides necessarily, depending on the circumstances. Often it does, but sometimes it doesn't. So just be creative. As long as the light's just sitting on top of the mouthpiece like that, resting comfortably, it's doing its thing. So these are great, and they are, well, I'll let you know about the autoclavable story. Beyond, definitely. The white ones I normally autoclave and haven't had a problem, but some people have said they have, so I'm going to just retest with a proper autoclave cycle today and see how we go. So the unit itself does a low, medium and high setting, and it has a timer on it. So the factory preset is 12 minutes, but you can go for more or less depending on the customer that you're working with. And it has air ionizer, so if you're working in a small space, it helps to purify the air zone around you. And it also has the ultrasonic technology, which means that it enhances the gel uptake onto the tooth. So potentially you're getting better results in the same or shorter period of time. So that's my little rundown. It's a brilliant unit. It's convenient, it's portable. It is way more expensive, but what I'm finding now is that people who originally bought the teeth whitening lamps on the stand in the suitcase are upgrading to this model because it's just way more convenient and portable and lighter and easier to maneuver and carry around and store. So if you're interested, there's a shipment in the works at the moment, and in that shipment there's 5 units available. As you know, they're coming in from overseas. It can take up to 8 weeks. So if you're keen and you want one sooner rather than later, I would put your name on one of those units that's available. Let me know, send me a message. And yeah, got any questions? Don't hesitate to ask. I've been using it. I love it. My poor old Beyond Polis has been relegated to the corner for the minute, but the units are fantastic. The brand name is brilliant. I've been using mine since 2014, my Polis light, and I've never had a problem. So from a structural perspective, you know, you can't go wrong. Anyway, see you, bye.